Hello, everyone. I am currently in Zurich, Switzerland. I've been here the whole week working. Today it's Friday. I'm going back to Madrid later in the evening. I have the whole morning to do whatever I want. So I'm gonna go do some photography around town. But first, I have to get going with my checkout. Switzerland has been on my mind since my teens. I don't know exactly why, it just has. Maybe it has something to do with their exquisite chocolate. But I don't think so, because I've never been one of those chocolate experts who can taste 80% of cacao and write a poem about it. Chocolate and I have always had a very casual relationship. But somehow every time I leave Switzerland, my suitcase is packed with Swiss chocolate. It's kind of like having that thing with someone you text at 2 a.m. It's intense in the moment, then you forget, sometimes regret, and then of course you end up calling them again. So maybe I do like chocolate, after all. If I weren't Spanish, I might say I'm drawn to Switzerland because of the cheese. Because they do have incredible cheese. Very smelly too. Sometimes it feels like opening my gym bag after a week. And this is a compliment. If you are into cheese, you know that smelly cheese is the best. But like I said, we have good cheese in Spain, so it's not the cheese that's been calling me. Mulled wine or glühwein? Pass. Let's not even put it on the list. Sorry, Switzerland. You have many good things, but this, nope. But then, of course, there's Switzerland's best invention. His legend is timeless. Yes, I'm talking about no other than Roger Federer. He is the definition of tennis. I've never seen a player move so elegantly. His technique is just perfect and his sportsmanship, pure class. He's not just a tennis player. He is the god of tennis. So yes, it could be Roger Federer. It's undeniable that for such a small country, Switzerland has a massive impact. A leader in the financial industry, luxury watches, Swiss Army knives, Helvetica, the Alps, Ricola, Heidi, that girl from the mountains, neutrality and impeccable trains. It could be all those things, so yes, I've always wanted to come to Switzerland. However, my first Swiss experience was nothing like I imagined because I ended up in Zurich for work. So not exactly the romantic adventure I pictured. But I think there is something very positive about coming here in such an unexpected way. I've had the chance to see Zurich in its most authentic form, and I've been able to blend in the rhythm of daily life, hopping on the tram on my way to the office, grabbing coffee with locals, and seeing parts of the city I wouldn't have seen otherwise. But let me be clear, this isn't about me being disappointed with Switzerland, because I'm not. And besides, I've only been to Zurich, so making any kind of conclusion about the whole country would be quite unfair. I'm just talking about my first Swiss experience, which I romanticized for a long time and ended up here to come to an office. I mean, there's a ping pong table and a fridge full of beer, and sometimes that's all you need. You never really know where life will take you. It's like always dreaming of a majestic Swiss mountain dog and then ending up with a cross-eyed chihuahua. I mean, you still love the dog, and it fits in your bag, but it's not the same thing. It's the way it happened, and honestly, it's been a good thing. It's a way of getting close to the heart of a place. There's a little bit more of connection, and over time, I've started to grow some sort of affection with the city every time I come. It's quiet, easy to get around, and people are very polite. It's also a meeting point for people from many nationalities, which is something I really value. So when I'm here and get the chance, I like to walk its streets with my camera, trying to capture the charm of this place. Windy and cold. So the opera is right there, and there's also a Christmas market right there, but it's just too crowded, full of kids running like crazy everywhere. So I'm just gonna have... My battery died, sorry, which I think it's a good sign for me to say that I have to go to the airport. Let's say goodbye with this beautiful view of Zurich. But before I go, I'd like to add that the more I come to Zurich, the more curious I get to explore other parts of Switzerland. So yeah, writing long emails in my office chair hasn't made me lose interest in meeting that romantic side of Switzerland I always imagined. Never lose romance, guys. It's not always a wild ride, but it still knows how to keep things moving. So what's the lesson, if there's any? Don't be afraid to get a chihuahua. See you later, Eggface.